Well, hello, everyone. How are all of you? Hopefully you're all doing well. So I gotta do some level grinding on Final Fantasy V still yet, so...
It was the middle of June. With summer well underway, a rainy spell seemed to hang over Trista.
Shit.
With our field study wrapped up, the other members of Class 7 and I returned to normal school life. But just when we thought we'd gotten used to the challenging lessons and the breakneck workload, a moment of dread washed over us, making our blood run cold.
As you all know, tomorrow marks the start of your midterm exams. I'm no good with all these papers and essays and circling answers, so I won't really be able to help you much. But I'm administering some of your tests, so I'll be cheering you on from the sidelines. Make me proud, class!
Sometimes I lie awake at night and wonder how you became our teacher.
As I recall, aren't you in danger of a lecture by the vice principal if our performance isn't up to par?
Oh, I'm not too worried about that. Most of you tend to get pretty high grades anyway. I can hardly wait to see how well you all do. Remember, the results will be announced next Wednesday. Your scores will be posted on the board by rank, so you can see how you compare to the other classes in your year.
Oh, the sooner this week is over, the better.
I can almost taste the tedium.
I'm not gonna let Emma squeak by me again this time.
Oh, one more thing. They're gonna stick the average score for each class up there on the board, too.
Our class averages?
I suppose their intent is to furnish us with motivation in the form of class bragging rights.
Well, I do enjoy a challenge.
Anyway, I know it's only noonish, but I think that's enough homeroom for today. You guys can stay here and study, or just head on back to your dorms. Up to you. Prez, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. Stand, bow.
Jeez, what should I do? I could stand to bone up on just about everything, honestly, but my biggest worry right now is math. I wouldn't mind doing a few study sessions with you, if you think it would help. I need to review math anyway. I'm not sure how much time we'll be able to spare, though. You mean it? That'd be a huge help. My biggest weak spot is Erebonian history, I guess. I doubt that comes as a huge surprise to anyone. I think I understand all the material we've gone over directly in class, but there are some finer points. I can aid you with that if you'd like. But in return, I'd appreciate a fresh pair of eyes to help revise my military science essay. It'd be my pleasure. Would you like to study with me, Fee? I guess so. Oh, would you two mind if I jumped in too? I could use a little refresher on my classics. Of course, you're more than welcome. Would you like to join us, Laura? No, I appreciate your invitation, but I'll have to pass this time. There's a subject I need to review in private. I'll see you all later. Huh, what's up with her? I'm just reading too much into it, but I could have sworn I saw her looking over at Fee. Hey, Rianne? Yeah, what is it? You heading back to the dorms? You're totally welcome to come study with us if you want. I wasn't planning on heading straight back. I might come join you guys a bit later. Alright then. Perhaps we'll see you later. classrooms on... It's been so long since we played... Yeah, we're on the second floor. Art room is... Not this room. This looks like an art room. I am sucking badly at movement. Which one? Okay. Actually, the next one's in the gymnasium. Gymnasium book on fish. Near. Whee! East Hall. Computer room, art room, home ec, music. Okay. Just in case I screwed all that up. Okay. Any events with Gaius? No. Got Teresa. I got Claris, so we're done with both them. So we need Machias, Juices, and I can't remember your name. Gaius. Okay. And then Elliot and Machias are in the library. And then we'll go to the gymnasium and spend time with
Excuse me.
who are you?
I do apologize for stopping you on a rainy day like this. Do you know if this is the building in which I might find the principal's office?
Oh, yeah, you're in the right place. His office is in the East Wing, first floor. The receptionist might have gone home already, but I can show you the way if you'd like.
Thank you for your kindness. But I couldn't possibly trouble you more than I have already. I'll be able to find the way, I'm sure. Well then, if you'll excuse me, Master Reen.
Wait a minute. How do you know our name?
Wait a minute. How does she know who I am?
It's just occurring to you now.
Reen?
Hey there, Elisa. Heading back to the dorm?
Yep. Emma and the others are staying a little longer to cram a little more. But I figured I'm not gonna learn much more today, so I might as well call it a night and start prepping for tomorrow.
Right, right.
That's one way to look at things.
Well, you're going my way, so what do you say we head back together?
Sure, okay. Hey, it's not often the two of us get to walk back to the dorms together, is it?
Well... At least I got something good out of this downpour.
Is there even a filter between your brain and your mouth?
Nah, no need for that between friends. But you're in good company. My sister's asked me that before, too.
She must be a saint to have put up with you all these years. Anyway, how do you feel? All prepped and ready for our exams?
Not sure. I gave it the best I've got. Still, I've got that nagging feeling I could have hit the books a little harder. I wish I was as smart as you. Back when we took the entrance exam, only Emma and Machias scored higher than you, right?
Eustace came in a little higher than me, too. Back home, I usually came in near the top in exams. I guess that goes to show that Erebonia has no shortage of smart people.
No doubt about that. Bookworms pour in here from all corners of the Empire. You said you're from Ruhr, right? Coming out on top in a city that size is still pretty impressive.
Yeah, probably.
I suppose, though that was just at the Sunday school level. Aren't you curious about, you know, my family and stuff?
You mean the mysterious Elisa R., agent of national intrigue? Well, yeah, of course I am. But you probably have good reasons for keeping it under wraps, so I don't want to pry.
It's not that major or anything. Especially compared to what you and Fee have told us about yourselves.
I've never really thought my family circumstances were a big deal, though Fee's past sure came as a surprise. I wonder now, when I look at her, what her life in a Jaeger Corps must have been like.
It seems like Instructor Sarah knows more about her past than we do. Back at the entrance ceremony, I got the impression they'd met before.
Same. Oh, speaking of weird meetings, I ran into someone kinda strange earlier.
Oh?
Yeah, I was talking to her just before you called to me.
A maid who knew your name? This isn't the part where it turns out she knows you because you've tried to hit on her in town before, is it?
As if an upstanding guy like me could pull off the Casanova act. She seemed a couple years older than us, maybe 20 or so.
A maid in her early 20s.
Something wrong?
No, just thinking. There's no way it could really have been her. Mother keeps her far too busy to find the time to come here. Ahem. Anyway, maybe the upper class dorm has a new hire starting out or something? Though that wouldn't explain how she knew your name. Maybe you're just more popular than you let on.
If only.
Clearly, this is the goddess's way of rewarding you for all your hard work. I think that reasoning would stand up to scrutiny. I'm totally spent. It's over. You worked really hard, Fee. Whew. Anyway, today's a free day, so take the chance to unwind and blow off all that pent-up exam stress. I'll post the results next Wednesday, so take it easy until then. But don't relax too much, because you've got your next practical exam next Wednesday afternoon, too. With all the intensive setting, I'd completely forgotten about that. You stand to be a little more considerate with the timing of your announcement. So next Wednesday is when we'll know where we're going for our next field study. Yep, you'll be shipping out that weekend for another exotic trip. Anyway, make the most of tomorrow. Everyone, you've earned at least one day off. Guess you should probably attend club practice once in a while. Oh, and one more thing. I've got some business to take care of out of town after we're all done here. I won't be back until tomorrow night, so don't, burn the dorm down while I'm gone or anything.
Oh, now that the exams are over, I feel free as a bird. And I'll keep on soaring, at least until the results come back.
I sympathize, but personally, I've got a good feeling about these. How about you, Emma? How do you think you did?
Well, I don't think I did too badly, all things considered.
Just stop before you embarrass yourself.
We'll just have to wait and see what next week's results look like. Anyway, what do you think that was all about with Instructor Sarah?
Oh, you mean that whole thing about going out of town to meet someone? Going out of town? Won't be back until tomorrow night? It's almost as if...
She's going to meet her secret lover?
Impossible. The Empire hasn't yet turned out a man desperate enough to woo that alcoholic typhoon.
You have a point. I can't deny she's got the looks to snare a man, but that personality and that lifestyle...
I don't know, she seems fun to me.
You guys are terrible. Totally agreed, though.
Ouch. Not surprised to hear that from you, though, Breen. She always seems to dump the most work on you.
Will you be helping the student council again tomorrow?
That's the plan. Heck, I'm almost looking forward to being the student council's errand boy after holding up studying for so long.
Perhaps so.
Oh, please let us know if you plan on exploring the old schoolhouse.
Yeah, I'd be glad to lend a hand this time.
Thanks. Better watch out, though. I might take you up on that offer.
Ooh, looks like we're all up for a little exploration this time. Come to think of it, where did Gaius run off to? He mentioned the principal wanted to have a word with him. You think he went there?
Oh, yeah. Wonder what that was about.
I hope he hasn't gotten into trouble. I mean, I doubt he would.
I have no idea. He and Laura left early too. I was kind of hoping we could all walk back to the dorm together for once. sounds nice. Hmm.
Hey, so this might just be my imagination, but do those two seem kind of awkward around each other to anyone else?
Really?
So you think so too? It seems like it started around the beginning of the month. I wonder if something happened then. It's like they've been avoiding each other ever since.
You say that, but I did not take either as the type to dwell on petty issues or misunderstandings.
Neither did I. We've been trying to suss out what the problem between them is, but so far, no luck.
I wonder if that's what that was all about.
Did you see something, Machias?
Spill it, kid.
What happened?
Well, do you remember the day we gave our group reports on what happened during last month's field study? We gave a truthful account, including the part where Fee used an explosive to blast open the door to my cell.
Yeah?
That's when we found out that Fee used to be in a Jaeger Corps. That really threw me for a loop, but what does that have to do with Laura?
Well, when that came up, I couldn't help but notice Laura had a rather unpleasant expression. It flashed across her face for only a moment, though, so I wondered if I had just imagined it.
Interesting.
But even if we assume that's true, what reason would she have to be upset?
I can hardly hazard a guess.
We all have certain things we'd rather keep to ourselves. We even have a member of this very class who remains tight-lipped about her own family, after all.
Do you really have to drag me into this?
Yes.
My apologies. I meant no offense. I do have my suspicions as to your lineage, however.
Really?
Ugh, you. Now, getting angry won't accomplish anything.
Don't worry, we're not going to twist your arm into telling us. When you're ready to talk about it, we'll be ready to listen.
It's not like I'm trying to make a big deal out of it or anything. It's just, if everyone knew, it'd make things awkward between us, and I don't want that.
Welcome back, my lady.
Huh? What? Sharon?
It's so delightful to see you again.
Oh, hey, it's that maid I ran into the other day.
You know her?
What are you doing here? She didn't. Mother didn't.
But of course, I was sent here at the behest of the chairman herself. Starting today, I will be assuming the position of caretaker for Class 7's dormitory. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, everyone. My name is Sharon Kruger. I am a servant in the employ of the Rhineford household, Lady Elisa's family. I will do all I can to be of service to you, so please keep me informed of anything you might need.
Simply spectacular. Just how many different types of food are there here?
This looks more than edible.
I believe this is what they call an imperial breakfast?
That's right, Emma. It's a traditional Erebonian style of breakfast. I must apologize. It's taken me some time to familiarize myself with this kitchen, so my cooking has been a bit lackluster.
Come now, Sharon. Your skill is something to be praised. This is far more colorful and varied than the breakfast served in my own home.
I would compare this spread favorably with the breakfast served in the Duke's household.
I'm honored that you think so. I've also brewed both tea and coffee if anyone would like some.
I get
She's
the
like, I want
feeling
no part of
Elisa
this.
is less than impressed with the meal.
It sounds like they had a big argument yesterday.
Not a chance! I thought I'd finally gotten away from her. I'm not going to let her have her way this time.
My lady, please. I truly don't believe the chairman sent me to keep an eye on you like that. She simply sent me so that her beloved daughter might have fewer inconveniences in her daily life.
I can take perfectly good care of myself, thank you very much. Oh, fine. I'll take this up with her myself then. Is she in the office at corporate today, or is she out on inspection or something?
I believe she'll be dining with the Ministry of Railways president in the capital today. After that, she'll be continuing her inspection tour, so she won't be back in Ruhr for another 5 days.
Does she ever slow down? I'm surprised she doesn't burn through a pair of shoes a week. Anyway, I'm not going to take this lying down. She's stuck her nose into things one too many times.
I can't believe that R actually stood for Elisa Reinford. And from the sound of it, her mother's the company chairman too.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that Elisa's mom is basically in charge of the continent's biggest industrial company. Her family's probably got more money than most of the aristocracy. I can see why she'd want to keep her family under wraps, what with all the nobles here.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Anyway, I object to everything about this. Considering how busy Mother is, I'm sure she needs your assistance far more than I do.
I knew it. You're really concerned about her, aren't you? The way you two care so much for each other deep down is one of the reasons I'm so proud to serve you.
That's preposterous.
Oh, my lady, I almost forgot to mention that I made plenty of your favorite apricot jam. Would you like me to spread some on your toast?
Ooh, really? I mean, stop treating me like a child. Though yes, I would like some jam.
I mean, I really probably shouldn't laugh, because, I mean, she is trying to make a living for herself, separate herself from the life she's known, with how she was raised, basically being pampered, taken care of, and be her own person, be her own agent.
It's almost
But
heartwarming
there's
to
that
watch.
learned behaviors that she has that she just has to break, and
Looks like Sharon's got her number.
old schoolhouse, bike. Okay. that's the house. Okay. There we go. Neighbor's got his car music blaring. Let's see. That's Elliot. Elliot. Missing page 3 anyways. Let's do the bonding events here. Okay. Got that. Link. Machias and Juices. Gone fishing. Friendships with youth is all about. And then Juices is in the Academy field. I guess he isn't any friendlier towards girls than he is to guys. Okay. That takes care of bonding events. Yeah, that's who. It's one of those things like, you know, you've done things when you do a New Game Plus, but it's kind of nice when it's been so long since you played the game where it's kind of really kind of fresh. It's like, oh. Even when you're looking at a guide to help you out, it's like, oh, yeah, that was a thing. Okay, so I gotta go talk to 3 people. Oh yeah, I gotta talk to the flower shop owner first. I didn't do that. No wonder people weren't giving me the right conversation things. She's like, where? Next is yeah, why not? Thanks. Grow don't make him any more nervous. Don't worry, Rian. Just ignore everything this guy says. I do, and it's worked great for me. I can rebuild the bike, so stay focused on keeping yourself safe. Right. Thanks. Do you have much experience riding horses? Actually, yeah. You shouldn't have any trouble then. She's a whole different beast, but the basics of riding are the same. So have fun. Thanks, Angelica. That helps. I won't let you down. I think that should be just about everything you need to know. Yeah, I get it now. 3 things you want me to test are starting up the bike, shifting gears, and coming to a stop, correct? That's right. We want to see how you handle everything. I'll give you a few pointers. You might not really get them until you're on the bike proper, though. First of all, you can't ride if you can't get moving, so let's talk about how to get started. Starting the engine's simple enough, but how smoothly you ride off will depend on how well you can operate the bike's clutch. Once you shift into first gear, open the throttle and then slowly and steadily release the clutch. Next up is switching gears. Before switching gears, make sure to pull in the clutch quickly and firmly. Once you shift gears, release the clutch slowly and steadily, just like when you start her up. The last thing you need to worry about is stopping the bike, which you probably want to know how to do. When you want to slow down, release the throttle and apply the brakes to both wheels, front and back. You don't want to give each one different amounts of pressure, though. Apply the brakes strongly to the front wheel and lightly to the back wheel. That should bring you to a smooth stop. slow touch level. Shift first gear and twist the throttle. Can't wait to see the look on his face when he gets back. He's gonna love it. Hopefully. Wow. This feels amazing. That's just how stable and smooth the ride is. Too, considering how heavy it is. I'm getting used to the speed now. Let's try switching gears. Right, first I need to roll off the throttle, then I need to pull in the clutch, change gears, then release it. I had to handle the clutch a specific way during all this. What was it again? There we go, perfect. Oh, this just really does feel great. I get why Angelica loves this so much. Well, the fun's got to come to an end eventually. It's probably about time to stop. Obviously, I need to hit the brakes, but how much pressure do I put on them? I'm pretty sure Angelica said strong on the front brakes and light on the rear brakes. Stuff almost exactly where I expected to, so I guess I did it right. It's incredible though. Feels like I'm still riding along even though I've come to a stop. I guess I gotta snap out of it eventually. The others are waiting for me. Better head back now. Welcome back. Well, how was it? I'm amazed to say the least. The sheer speed, the engine's vibration, the feeling of the wind as you ride along. I've never experienced anything like it. No amount of horse riding could have ever prepared me for this. Just wow. Now I guess you've got some potential. Look at this guy. He's trying to act all calm and closed, but his face is just screaming. Let me go back out and ride. Plain as day. Seems like you handled it really well, too, based on your report. I bet I didn't expect those kind of results out of you. It's a pretty unyielding machine. I'm more impressed considering it was his first ride with her, too. I just know that could have a worthy rival waiting in the wings. Not everyone can get that much praise out of you. Angie, you should pat yourself on the back. It's a real honor. Now we need to hear some more detailed impressions of each phase, but let's get back to the engineering building. Good plan. Ah, they're having so much fun with this. Maybe too much. Thanks, Reen. The info you gave me should come in handy. Glad I could help. I think she'll be a much more stable ride from now on. I'll have to be sure to tell Alyssa's mother about everything we learned today if they end up mass-producing orbital bikes. Alyssa's mother is the chairman of the Reinford group, isn't she? I didn't know you were familiar with each other. The Rockner and Reinford families share a good relationship, actually. Oh yeah, they're both big names in Rower, right? Yeah, Angie's dad's one of the group's biggest shareholders, too. Wow, they are pretty close. Well, you know. Alyssa's mother provided the engine and a number of other parts for the bike, too. So that's how you got your hands on everything. That's right, although whether or not Reinford will actually mass-produce the bike is an entirely different matter. The big goal is to turn a profit, so the only way it's happening is if we can show them that it would make money. So we're currently trying to make it into something that the masses can handle. And today you are a big help in getting closer to that goal. Well, I'd love to see that happen. So you get it. I guess my first impression is that you were right on the mark. I haven't barely thanked you yet, have I? Thank you for helping me say. Here's a little token of my thanks. Sure, with this, it seems like a really valuable quartz. Of course, I'm sure you'll be able to put it to good use. Well then, Rian, thanks a lot for your help today. I'd like it if you would help us out next time we need a hand too. I'll cancel my plans as soon as you ask. What was that? Must be something down in here. Anyway, let's get this party started. Everyone from Class 7 said they're willing to come along. Now, who should I call? Right, let's go. Everyone ready? I've been informed of what you discovered during your previous investigations. I'll not slow us down. With that, you can be certain. I'm counting on you. After that, what happened last time, there's no telling what we're in for. Keep your wits about you, everyone.
All right, I'll give it a try. Perhaps the winds are feeling this.
All right, let's get started. What is this? All right, let's get started. This looks delicious. All right, let's get started. This looks... I'll do what I can. It looks great if I do. That came out well. I'll do what I can. It looks great if I do. That came out.
Well, if I must. Done. You'll enjoy them. Well, if I must. What in Adios' name is that?
All right, let's get started. Well, that turned out well. All right, let's get started. What is... I'll do what I can. It looks great if... I'll do what I can. I really hope you like it.
Well, if I must. Done. You'll enjoy them.
All right, I'll give it a try. Perhaps the winds are feeling.
I'll do what I can. It looks great if I do say so. I'll do what I can. It looks great if I do... I'll do what I can. It looks great if... I'll do what I can. That came out well. I'll do what I can. It looks great if I... I'll do what I can.
I want you to cook
It looks great.
the good thing.
I'll do what I can. It looks great if... I'll do what I can. That came out... I'll do what I can. That came out... I'll do what I can. That came out... I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can. It looks great if I do say so myself. I'll do what I can. It looks great. I'll do what I can. It looks great. I'll do what I can. It looks great. I'll do what I can. It looks good. That came out. All right, let's get started. Made by yours.
This is the elevator that you mentioned. It does seem rather mysterious. And the lights lit up on the main panel, too. So we can go down to the, as far as the 3rd floor now. When did that happen? How could this device possibly work? What's powering it? Anyway, let's check out what the 3rd floor has in store for us. We need to investigate whether anything else has changed this month. Oh wait, a 9, actually. So this is the 3rd floor. A massive door, much like the others. I think it's fair to assume that we'll find strong monsters lurking inside. I think we safely assume we're not headed for a picnic. Well, just be careful out there, everyone.
We should proceed onward.
Now's our chance. Go!
My turn.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Here we go. We'll cut our own path.
Let's get this over
My
with.
turn. All right.
Very well.
Okay. The battle's over, but stay alert, everyone.
treasure chest. Let's get this
Here we go.
over with.
Okay.
Leave it to me. There.
Very well.
Go! Okay, it's safe for now. This looks like a nice spot. Now's our chance. Go!
Very well.
Okay. Here.
It's my turn. There.
My turn.
Very well. What a waste of time. Let's go.
Okay.
We have.
My turn.
My turn.
It's my turn. Yeah.
All right. I go where the wind takes me.
Now's our chance. My turn.
My turn.
It's my turn.
Actually, I want to
All right.
check my out of here and just
Together, we're unbeatable. Huh. We still seem to have a ways to go.
Just a moment here.
Right.
Okay. I'll get a silver.
Right.
Oh, treasure chest.
We have the advantage.
My turn.
Very well. What a waste of time. Let's go.
Right.
We have the advantage.
I'll handle this.
All right, there.
Yeah, yeah.
My turn.
Very well.
All right. I go where the wind takes me.
Let's see.
Let's get this over
My
with.
turn.
I'll handle this. What a waste of time. Let's go.
Now's our chance. Go.
Very well.
Okay.
All right, we're open.
They must
The
be.
winds
'cause
must
that
be
was
on
a
our
breeze.
side.
Now's our chance. Here we go. That's that. Let's keep moving. Now's our chance. Go.
It's my turn.
Very well.
Yeah, here.
Here we go.
Leave it to me. There.
Very well. What a waste of time. Let's go. Let's get...
Here we go.
Yeah, yeah.
It's my turn. Together, we're unbeatable.
We have the
Here we go.
advantage.
Leave it to me. There. Time is precious. We should hurry.
It's a treasure chest.
Let's get this over with.
It's my turn.
Very well.
It's my turn. Here.
Go.
Leave it to me.
My turn.
Okay. Oh, we should be safe now.
Should be and are two different, entirely different things.
Winds, give us your blessing.
Here we go.
My turn.
Yeah, here.
Here we go. Okay, it's safe for now.
There we go. Nope, can't go that way. Have to go this way.
This is the end.
This might actually be a challenge.
Here we go.
Good.
You're in the Presto Saber!
Go! Azure Flames, gather pass, strike!
It's my turn.
Rise, great towers!
Should have done this one first, I think.
Rest in peace.
Leave it to me.
Oh no, you don't!
All right. Together, we're unbeatable.
Phew, well, we won. So that was the master of this floor. I must say, it posed quite the challenge. And you fought monsters like that every time you ventured in here? Yeah, every time we reached into the floor, a beast shows up just like that. Something the matter, Rianne? Oh, I just think I might have worked out something about this place. It looks like we've explored as far as we can go for now, so let's head back outside. I'll tell you more then. Okay. Sun's already, huh? We must have been down there a long time this month, too. Thanks for your help today, everyone. There's no way I could have cleared that place out on my own. Ah, don't mention it. So what was that aha moment you had back there? Well, I think the old schoolhouse actually follows certain rules. Rules? Well, think about this. The first rule will be that there's always a door at the entrance to every floor. The second is that there's always a really tough monster waiting at the end. The third rule is that each month a new floor opens up for us to explore. Those all seem to have been the case every time now that I think about it. Kind of makes me feel like someone is testing us. A test, I guess when I stop and think about it, it does kind of feel that way. But even assuming that's true, who is it and why? Appears we have no choice but to continue these investigative excursions that we hope to find any answers. Yeah, it seems that way. Either way, we've gone as far in as we can today. Let's meet up again next time. Okay, there's a hidden quest you can do. Speak to monkeys located behind the main building. Yeah, man. Okay, I started that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, get that out from the heartfelt speeches. Nope, I was done. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, Reen, did you just get back too?
Oh, hey there, instructor. Welcome back.
Well, the building's still standing, so I guess you all behaved yourselves. Excellent. It looks like you've really thrown yourself into helping out the student council, Reen. But you spend all your time working, and life will just pass you by before you know it.
Alas, if only my evil stepteacher would stop dumping a bunch of work on me and let me go to the ball. Hey, did something happen? You look really beat.
Nothing bad. Just been real busy these last couple days. That Toval really needs to learn how to treat a lady. Honestly, dumping that much work on me? Come on, I'm too delicate for that.
I guess your hot date didn't turn out so well then?
Huh? Of course it did. As if a night with me could fall short of unforgettable. He was just amazing. Such a gentleman. So strong. So passionate. But I'm afraid all the details might be more than you could handle. It's too soon to corrupt your poor, innocent heart.
Yeah. I almost want to believe it, but yeah, I don't think so.
Everything okay last night then? Nothing major happened while I was away?
Not particularly. Oh, wait. Actually, we had a woman show up claiming to be the dorm's new caretaker. Did you know about this?
Oh, she's here already? I'd heard that the Reinford family was sending a maid, but I wasn't sure when she'd arrive. Something sure smells good, though.
Oh, I'll bet that's Sharon fixing dinner. She's a great cook. She made breakfast for us today, too.
Oh, I can hardly wait. This Class 7 gig has some real fringe benefits. I'll have to get her to whip up some snacks to go with my beer later.
Looks like she knew about Elisa's family after all.
Welcome back, Master Bean. Lady Sarah.
Oh, hey, Sharon. Good to see you. You can stop with the Master Reed stuff, though. It's not like I'm the one paying your salary.
Oh, but that just wouldn't do at all. Politeness toward those I serve is part of the maid's code of honor. Or might you prefer something more like, my dearest Reen?
Whoa! Not in front of the teacher.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Sharon. I was sent here to serve you, courtesy of the Reinford family. I will do my utmost to cater to your every need. I hope I can be of service.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine. Though if you don't mind my saying, you look a little familiar. Are you sure we haven't met somewhere before?
Huh?
I'm afraid we haven't. You certainly don't seem to be an individual one would easily forget. I look forward to serving you, Lady Sarah Valestine.
Why, thank you, Sharon Kruger.
This feels like a good time to make my exit. Hmm?
Please don't worry about me. Well, I still have much to learn before I feel like I deserve my status among the nobility. I've been blessed with wonderful friends, and I'm enjoying life here at the Academy. I often feel more concerned for how you're faring in your own studies. Thor's Military Academy is well known for its connections to Emperor Dreikel's and its strenuous curriculum. And I worry that the dangers you face in your training could catch even you by surprise someday. I pray you don't neglect your own well-being. The world has many soldiers, but you're my only brother. Elise Schwarzer.
You never change, do you, Elise? Oh, I guess it's probably me who hasn't changed much. I really should write back to her. And to Mom and Dad, for that matter.
Misty here, filling your speakers with wit and charm once again. I'm coming to you live from Radio Trista, and it's 9 p.m. on this calm June 20th evening. Let's kick off this week's Aubin time. The weather around the capital has sure been wet lately, but not very wild. I thought that rain would never let up. Thanks to that, I ended up holed up in my room, even on my precious days off. Still, the end of June's just around the corner, which means summer festivals are in full swing across Erebonia. The festival out in the port city of Ordis is known for the breathtaking sight of hundreds of bonfires afloat on the bay. In the old capital of St. Arc, they know how to party hard with a festival that keeps going for 5 nights straight. Unfortunately, I've never been able to get out to either of them. I'm hoping to make it up to myself by taking the train to some far-off destination on my next vacation. Now, where would be the perfect place for this wayward traveler to visit? I'd love to visit Crossbell. Exploring its theme park and seeing one of Arkansas's theatrical performances would be great. But the thought of just riding to the end of the line and taking in the rustic beauty of the Nord Highlands is just so tempting. I know, Director, I know. Is it too much to ask to let a girl dream big?
Uh-huh.
Didn't do as bad as I was afraid I would. I can't believe Emma and Machias tied for the top score.
Congrats, Machias. You always put up some impressive numbers.
Looks like you made good on your word after all.
I suppose. Emma's the real natural, though.
Oh, not at all. We both just really hit those books this last month. I'm glad everyone did so well.
Agreed. I scored higher this last time than I did on the entrance exam.
I suppose I'll have to settle for third this time.
You make it look easy, Eustace. You must have really buckled down on your studies too, Reen, landing in the top 10 like that?
Well, you all helped me out a lot. And you know what they say about a rising tide lifting all boats.
I feel a bit left out.
You did really well, Fee. You must have had all the basics down pretty well to have scored like you did. If you can build on that in the next exam, I have no doubts you'll be able to score even higher.
I guess. If I feel like it. By the way, there's something posted up over there.
Oh, wow!
It seems Class 7 had the highest average score.
Excellent. I figure that might be the case considering we have the Academy's top 3 high scorers.
You talk as if a class I'm a member of could possibly fail to place first.
Why do you always have to be so full of yourself?
Boys, boys!
I think we should be proud of what we've accomplished.
Me too. Good work, everyone.
Hip hip hooray.
How humiliating! How could the pride of the Empire's nobility lose to those plebeians?
And Elisa, thinking she could hide her roots that easily.
Well, aren't you all the overachievers? Congrats on your amazing performance on the midterms. I'll cherish that grumpy look on the vice principal's face forever. That'll teach him to poke his nose into my business.
We didn't do all that work just so you could stick it to him, you know.
Besides, you bring most of it on yourself.
Ugh, always tromping around like he owns the place with that smarmy mustache of his. It's It's one thing to gripe about work, but where does he get off telling me what to wear and how to behave in a bar? Now he keeps telling me I need to hurry up and get married. Yeah, I'll marry my foot to your face, jackass. Anyway, is everyone ready to leap boldly into this month's practical exam?
I'm fully prepared, Instructor.
I can take whatever task you have to throw at us.
Well, at least this ought to be easier than the midterms.
Here we go again.
This one looks different from the others.
Hold on.
You noticed too, huh?
Yeah. Color's different, shape's different, yet it seems similar somehow.
The material. That's what's similar. Maybe...
Is something wrong?
No.
Here they go again.
Well, doesn't this look like fun?
Class 1?
What are they doing here?
To what do we owe the pleasure of this visit? Class 1's combat training isn't until tomorrow.
Oh, Instructor Thomas's class was changed to a self-study period today. So we thought it was the perfect opportunity for a little cross-class exchange, if you will. Class 7 seems to be the talk of the school lately, and we'd simply love the chance to get a little better acquainted.
Exchange?
Judging by that rapier in your hand, I'm guessing you're not here to exchange pleasantries over tea and cookies.
My, you're a sharp one, Schwarzer. Nothing gets by you. Why not try your steel against some real human opponents instead of that contraption over there? We'd be more than happy to serve as representatives of Class 1. Allow us, if you will, to demonstrate the refined spirit and dignity of the Erebonian nobility.
You little pieces of...
Cool your jets. They're just trying to goad us into a fight.
I'd be very interested to witness this refined spirit and dignity you profess.
Well, looks like I found today's entertainment. All right, change of plans. Today's practical exam will be a friendly training bout between classes 1 and 7. The fight will be 4-on-4 with both arts and item use allowed. Reen, you'll be squad captain, so choose 3 of your classmates for your team.
Roger that.
Looks like you're all set then. Both teams, take your starting positions.
He may be a fool, but even a fool can be dangerous with a blade in hand. And I'm sure his lackeys are well trained, whatever deficiencies they may have otherwise. Make sure you don't underestimate them.
Got it.
Well, he is a member of the fencing club after all.
We'll see how cocksure he feels when we're through with him. Let's have a good fight, everyone.
We'll now begin the training bout between our representatives from classes 1 and 7. Combatants, weapons at the ready. Begin!
So I can't use art.
I'll show you what real nobility is.
Here we go. Go! Here. Now! Gotcha!
This is absurd.
It's my turn.
All right.
There. How could I lose?
Here we go. Sit.
Right. Now.
Gotcha. Yep. Yep.
Leave it to me.
There.
How could
My
I
turn.
lose?
Sit.
Right.
Yep.
You okay?
Appreciate it.
Leave it to me.
It's my turn.
Go.
Right.
It's my turn.
There. Go.
Right.
Leave it to me.
Go. We'll cut our own path.
Enough! The winning team is Class 7.
The victory is ours.
Yeah, we showed them.
Not bad.
A passable performance.
That was some fight.
We won! We really won!
How does it taste choking down your own hubris?
This can't be happening. How could we lose to this rabble?
Hey, that was a good fight. Pretty intense, too. You had us on the defensive more than a few times. If we get another chance...
Get your filthy hands off me! Don't you dare start acting like you're above me, Reed Schwarzer. Just because Ymir's lord took you in out of pity doesn't change the fact that you're a nobody without a drop of noble blood.
You son of a...
That was uncalled.
The rest of you are no better. Did you somehow think scoring highest on the exams would mask the fact that you crawled up from the dregs of society? What if you, Reinford, a family of upstart arms peddlers who think being flush with money is all the pedigree they need? And what of the barbarian and your Jaeger tots? I'm surprised they could even read the enrollment forms.
What the hell?
I won't deny how the Reinford Company made its millions.
Am I the Jaeger-tot? What terrible things to say.
Patrick?
I think you might have crossed the line.
Silence! You don't tell me what I can and can't say.
How utterly foul.
Enough of this.
I'm not sure I understand. Maybe you can clear things up. What is it about nobles that makes them superior to those who aren't?
Gaius?
I won't deny that I'm not from this country. That's as plain as the nose on my face. Back in my homeland, we don't really have anything like your class system. So the concept is pretty foreign to me. Really, I mean no offense by asking. But I want to know what it is that elevates nobles above the rest of the people.
The superiority of nobles is self-evident. We come from families of distinguished lineage built on generations of tradition. That gives us a dignity, refinement, and pride that those of common birth could never hope to possess.
At one point, you were nothing more than the same common rabble if you go back to the very beginning of your lineage.
We represent the pinnacle of man's achievement. That is what makes us nobles.
see. I've witnessed that dignity and refinement myself. I see it in how Laura and Eustace carry themselves. But that leads me to another question. I can understand the importance of tradition, lineage, dignity, pride. I get why those would matter. But where do you think they let you get off saying the kinds of things you did?
Well,
Gaius.
Patrick, I really think you should.
Gaius raises an excellent question. I'd say this marks the end of our mock battle. Many thanks to the members of Class 1 for their gracious cooperation. Oh, and just for future reference, self-study doesn't mean wander around outside doing whatever you want. That goes for you two over there, too. Back to the classroom with you.
Yes, instructor! Please excuse us.
I've decided that for your combat training tomorrow, I'll be pointing out everything you did wrong today. I'll be giving you the full, shameful play-by-play, of course. But I want you to really think about where you need to improve.
Very well. Excuse us.
Patrick! Wait for us!
Oh, for a while there, I was worried that was really gonna get ugly.
As far as I'm concerned, it already had. This is exactly why I can't stand nobles.
Please, don't place me in the same category as that imbecile.
I mean, Eustace has a point there. He's useless, but yeah.
Thanks, Gaius. That meant a lot to me.
Huh? Not sure why you're thanking me, but whatever I did, I'm glad to have helped.
Okay, that concludes this month's practical exam. Next, I'll be giving you the locations for your next field study.
Oh, yes, it had almost slipped my mind.
Where to this month?
Everyone, take one of these.
Rionia Island. That's in the far west of the Empire, isn't it?
Indeed. It's an island off the coast of Lemaire Province, known for its ruins. However...
The Nord Highlands are beyond the Empire's northeastern borders, are they not?
That's right. They're out past Ruhr on the other side of the border.
Since the age of antiquity, the Highlands have been home to a tribe of nomads.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
You're from the Nord Highlands, aren't you, Gaius?
Sure am. We've actually made arrangements for everyone in Group A to stay at my home in our settlement. I hope you'll all enjoy yourselves.
Your rank's gone up. Here's a little something from the Academy.
Okay. Think I'm okay.
Thank you for everything.
Still, I couldn't believe it when I saw Nord Highlands written right next to our names. I wasn't ever expecting our field studies to take us that far out.
Well, it does make sense, since it's an important place in the history of the Academy's founder, Emperor Dreikels.
Indeed, the Highlands are where he first began to solidify his military power during the War of the Lions.
That's about the extent of my knowledge of the Highlands, to be honest.
No worries. I'll tell you more about Nord on the way there. Anyway, I hope you're all ready for a long trip. The train ride between here and there is over 8 hours.
8 hours? That's almost an entire day's journey.
It sounds as though the experience will be more than worth the trouble, though.
By the time we get there, it'll probably be evening already.
You think we should go stock up on some snacks before we leave?
Probably.
There'll be no need for that, Lady Elisa.
Good morning, Sharon.
We're almost ready to head out to the station.
Oh, of course, of course. I hope you all have a safe journey. I would also be very pleased if you would accept this.
What is it?
I took the liberty of preparing some sandwiches for all of you, as well as a pot of lemon tea for each group. I'm afraid I wasn't able to fix a proper breakfast, so I hope you'll enjoy these on the train instead.
Thank you so much.
We really appreciate it.
Such a thoughtful caretaker.
We'd be more than happy to accept them.
Oh, think nothing of it. Any good maid would do as much.
Well, everyone sure loves you, don't they? I guess my objecting to you being here just made you work that much harder to cozy up to everyone else.
I would never dream of such a thing. Please have a safe and pleasant journey, my lady. I'll be counting the hours until your return.
Sure you will.
Fine, I'm leaving. Hold on. You aren't plotting anything else, are you?
I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, if you say so. All right, we're leaving for real this time.
Have a safe journey.
Please excuse us.
The dormitory's in your hands while we're away.
Looks like Group A just took off then.
Good morning, Lady Sarah. Would it have been too much to see them off if you were awake this whole time?
Their field study begins the moment they wake up on the day of their departure. So since I'm responsible for grading their performance, I figured it was best to leave them to their own devices.
I see. You make a valid point.
Just one question for you. When will you be returning?
Ah, you truly are perceptive, Lady Sarah. I suppose there is no reason not to tell you. I will be returning before my lady and her classmates do. That's as much as I can tell you.
I see.
Okay. Just like I should really actually read these parts. Sounds like they're getting along very well. I feared as much. Delphi is doing it on purpose. Laura seemed uncharacteristically offended by it too. Yeah, she's usually so composed, but something about Fee seems to get under her skin. Never ceases to amaze me just how big Heimdall Station is. I've heard it said that it's not merely the largest station near Bonia, but on the entire continent. I'm unaware of another station that can match the 10 tracks found here. When I first transferred lines here on the way to Trista, the amount of people I saw really threw me for a loop. But it's not surprising that there aren't as many folks around this early in the morning. Sorry, I don't think we're going to be able to do this. Hang on, you can't give up already. How hopeless. Don't worry about too much. The most important thing is that we all come back safe and sound. Everything else is secondary. I suppose you're right. We'll try and keep things from getting too dangerous at least. Anyway, this is where we split up. If you're traveling toward Ordis, you'll be heading west, right? Indeed. Meanwhile, Group A will need to travel northeast to Ruhr first. Suggest you get to visit Guys' homeland. You'd better tell us all about it when you get back. Will do. Take care, everyone. Fee, Laura, you both take care too. Well, see you all next week. Quite. Mm-hmm.
Is something on your mind, Elise? Has some rugged, handsome young man caught your eye? Like your brother, perhaps?
Please, Your Highness. I just thought I saw someone I recognized. But it couldn't possibly have been him. I can't imagine what would bring him to the capital this early in the morning.
Someone you recognized? I wonder. But I knew you wouldn't deny it. That your brother is handsome, I mean.
Please. I knew that I shouldn't have told you about him.
Oh, come now, I'm only teasing. There's no need to sulk. I'll give you a little something from Mariage Cross to make up for it.
But that's an adult lingerie brand. Please excuse us, Captain Claire.
I'm sorry. I hope I haven't sullied your ears with our scandalous conversation.
Not at all, Your Highness. I came to inform you that the special train to the Imperial Villa will be arriving shortly. I look forward to accompanying you today.
It'll be a pleasure to have you with us.
Certainly.
North Highlands are mountainous regions to the northeast of Erebonia. To get there, we'll need to cross the Isengard Range. That's the mountain range to the north of Ruhr. I'm guessing we'll need to pass through quite a few tunnels to get to the other side. Pretty much, I went through several when I was originally traveling to Trista. Anyway, when you reach the other side, you'll be in the North Highlands, surrounded on every side by mountains. Other than the Imperial Army's base, the only place you'll find people is in nomadic settlements. Like the one I'm from. If anything, we have more sheep than people. Oh, really? I'm starting to feel like we're traveling to a country locked in time or something. Sounds like a scene right out of a picture book. In addition to the scenery, the Nord Highlands are also well known for the breeding and raising of horses. Most of the war horses used by the Imperial Army are descended from Highland stock. That's true. Horses are essential to the livelihood of the folks in my village. Raising horses to be used by the Erebonians is one of my people's primary sources of income. I don't think about it. I seem to remember hearing that the horse we have at home was raised in Nord too. Is that also true of the horses that the riding club uses? Correct, all of them originally came from Nord. Even the golden stellium on the Empire's emblem said to depict a warhorse race in the Highlands. Or so the story goes, at least. Nord has deep historical ties to the Empire. We know today that it's where Emperor Dracos first started building his army, after all. That's right, the Imperial Army still maintains a base on the southern edge of the Highlands. Zender Gate. That's as far north as trains can take us. I see. We should arrive there somewhere around 4 in the afternoon then. Yeah, but it's just past 8 a.m. now. We should reach Ruhr Station by midday. For that, we have another 4 or so hours on the freight train to Nord. Looks like we're in it for the long haul. Still, we won't get chances like this often, so let's try and make the most of it. I'm not gonna play Blade. Here we are. This is my first visit to the Empire's industrial metropolis. Actually, it's my first time too. Especially when I first came to the academy. But even then, I could see why people associate with the industry. This is the whole city's one big mass of iron. Yeah, it really does have that vibe. What are those cone-shaped towers out in the distance anyway? Oh, those are the orbital generators for the industrial plants. There are tons of large factories in the city, so they need those to create all the orbital energy needed to power them. Wow, really? If I weren't seeing it for myself, I'd be hard-pressed to imagine a city like this. Well, we finally made it as far as Ruhr. We need to transfer to a freight line to reach Nord Highlands from here, right? Right, there'll be a freight train leaving from Platform 4 we need to board. Platform 1 is up the staircase to the left, I think. Alright, let's not waste any time then.
Right.
Okay. So what are we needing to do here?
Right.
I don't think it's already past noon. I should purchase some lunches for the rest of our journey. Sounds like a plan. Just have another 4 hours to go. We're going to need to eat something between now and dinner. It seems unlikely a freight train will be equipped with vending machines or other such comforts either. We need to go through the ticket gate then. There's a shop in the main part of the station that sells pre-packed lunches.
There won't be any need for that. What?
No way.
Sharon?
How did you get here before us?
The power of my love for you allows me to do the impossible, my lady. And as you'll see, I've prepared packed lunches for all of you that far surpass this morning's offerings. I do hope you'll enjoy them.
Thanks.
We really appreciate you going to all the trouble to make these for us.
True. That said, I'm really curious how you got here before us.
It seems that the Rhineford family's maid enjoys a little amusement at the expense of her employer. I imagine you transferred to an airship in the capital?
Of course. Why didn't I think of that? You can cut the time from Heimdall to Ruhr in half if you travel by airship, I think.
You got me. I took advantage of the opportunity to borrow the airship's kitchen so I could make your lunches as well. They're quite fresh, so take a moment to savor the taste.
Well, thank you.
We really do appreciate all you're doing for us.
Honestly, I knew you had to be up to something. You're not planning on coming all the way to the Nord Highlands with us now, are you?
Why not?
I'd love to, but unfortunately, I have some other business I must attend to. I may not be able to return to Trista for a while either.
Other business?
Sharon will be assisting me with my work.
Mother?
Hello, Elisa. Ah, you all must be members of Class 7. I'm Elisa's mother, Irina. Also the chairman of the Rhineford group. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is ours. I'm Reen Schwarzer.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Emma Milstein.
Gaius Warzel. Glad to make your acquaintance.
Eustace Alborea. A pleasure.
I'm glad you're all managing to get along with my obstinate daughter. I wish I could stay a while, but unfortunately I have work that can't wait. Come along, Sharon.
As you wish, Madam Chairman.
What? Seriously? You show up like this and that's all you have to say? It's always work with you, isn't it? You probably didn't even notice I left home until I was already gone. Now it's just, hello, Elisa, and that's it?
My lady.
I did get the impression her relationship with her mother wasn't all sunshine and gumdrops.
It seems there's a lot of friction between them.
You can live your life however you see fit. I have no intention of forcing the Rhineford group on you. Even if you decide to follow a certain someone's path and cast aside all sense of responsibility, it's your choice to make. Besides, in the monthly reports I receive from the Academy.
What? I knew Sharon would relay back information about me, but reports from the Academy itself?
Oh, you must not have known. In addition to my other responsibilities, I also sit on the Academy's board of directors.
Because of course you do.
Oh my, that means...
Just like Rufus.
It does appear that way. I'd certainly deem the chairman of the Rhineford group a canny choice as a member of the board.
The Rhineford Group is heavily involved in the development of the Orbital staff, as well as your Arcus. I must say, I'm quite pleased with the reports I've received on your usage of both. I'm looking forward to seeing the results of this month's field study as well. Do give me some good reading, won't you?
Please excuse us, my lady. Take care during the rest of your journey.
Elisa.
You alright?
Thought I finally had her out of my hair, but it looks like she was one step ahead of me this whole time. Take you and your mother aren't on good terms then. Yeah, I think that much was abundantly clear. Things have been rocky between us for a long time now. Once I left home, that was the first step that led to me enrolling in the academy. But how was I supposed to know I'd gone and signed up for the school she sits on the board of directors of? How could I have been so stupid? Why didn't I conduct a more thorough investigation before I'd made my choice? I don't know what to say. You have our sympathies, I suppose. Is your mother being on the board of directors really such a problem? Well, it's complicated. Usually seems like she's only interested in her work, but then she'll suddenly start meddling in my life. She says to just do what I want, but it always turns out that wherever I go, she's there ahead of me, just like today. I should have known something was up. The bank account my grandfather gave me to cover my academy expenses hasn't taken a dip since my first day at Thor's. So your mother's been paying your bills the whole time. It does seem like a strong possibility, especially considering her presence on the board of directors. I can't see what you're grousing about. Most people would be grateful to have a parent display that much interest. What? At least your mother spared the time to come and greet us. At least she showed the slightest trace of interest in you and your classmates. Oh. Useless. Forget it. Well, just enter a tunnel. The first of many, now that we're going through the mountains. I see. Anyway. How about we dig into those lunches Sharon made for us? That sounds good to me. Seems like she went out of her way to prepare them. Alright. These are subpar because she had to make do with the airship's kitchen. I won't let her hear the end of it. Ah, well then let's dig in. Wow, so you're going to the Highlands for an Academy field study? Sounds like you budding soldiers do some pretty interesting things as part of your training these days. I suppose you could say that. Thor seems quite different than most other military academies in that regard, though. Still, it feels pretty neat to see you all dressed up in your uniforms. They're pretty sharp on you. Thanks for the vote of confidence. The academy guy always stands out because of his height. Yeah, he towers over even the second years. Are all the people in your settlement of a similar height? Nah, I'd say my dad is the only one who really has height on me. My younger brother's fairly short, though. I wouldn't doubt he has another growth spurt coming his way. Do you remember you mentioning you have quite a few siblings? A younger brother and 2 younger sisters, to be exact. They're a little on the shy side, but I hope we'll get along with them. Can do. Still, if you look through the window, it really feels like we're getting close to the Highlands now. Indeed. Man, seeing you kids rushing off on some adventure kind of makes me jealous. Anyway, we're about halfway through the Isengard range now. Should reach the Ender Gate in 2 hours or so take this time to relax. Thank you. We appreciate the info. Did you meet him back in the spring when we were on our way to Trista? Yeah, I made the same trip back then too. We had plenty of time to kill, so he taught me a lot about Erebonian culture. Sounds like a pretty nice guy. I'll bet that served as a pretty useful primer. It did. There are a lot of people I'm thankful to for helping me come this far. Most of all, I'm thankful to the The winds and the goddess. The winds and the goddess. Classic Gaius. Hey, that looks like we'll be coming out of the last tunnel in time now. I see. Lisa, Juices, we're almost there. Ah. Oh. So this is... I can only just make it out in the distance, but it looks like that's it. So that's the Nord Highlands. I'll admit, it appears even more breathtaking than I was expecting. I'll be even happier to hear you say so once you've seen it up close. Ah, you've arrived. Pleasure to see you again, Lieutenant General. Likewise, it's been months since I last saw you. Seems a little surreal to see you standing there in a military academy uniform. Though this is the first time I've seen the Thor's ensemble in red. This is the color they used for my class 7. Looks like he's pretty high up in the Imperial Army. Yeah, I'm betting he's the Lieutenant General in charge of Zender Gate. He seems quite close to Gaius. You're a general with an eye patch. That sounds familiar. Seems familiar somehow. These must be your classmates. Indeed. These are about half of my classmates from class 7. I'm reassured, sir. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. Mr. Reinford, sir. I'm at Milstein, sir. Eustace Alborea. It's an honor. Oh, seems like your classmates are as interesting bunch as I'd heard. I'm Zex Vander, commanding officer of the Imperial Army's 3rd Armored Division. Pleased to finally meet you. One-Eyed Zex? So you're one of the guardians of the Arner family. Oh, it seems some of you already know of me. Guardian of the Arnar family? Oh, now I remember. The Vanders are a celebrated military family responsible for the protection of the Imperial family. And One-Eyed Zex Vander is said to be one of the Imperial Army's finest generals. They say the Vander and the Arseed schools of swordsmanship are the 2 most renowned styles in Erebonia. It's truly an honor to meet you, sir. I'm just a military man, hardly deserving quite that level of praise. I'd love to hear all about all of you and your excursions to the Highlands, but fortunately we don't have the time. We should settle as soon as possible if you want to reach the settlement by nightfall. I agree. Were you able to take care of all the arrangements? I did, rest assured. What arrangements? We need to head out now if we want to reach Gaius' home by sundown, right? Right, which is why I asked the Lieutenant General to arrange some transportation for us. Alright, just follow me and I'll show you the way. Wow. It's simply breathtaking. I had no idea land so beautiful lay at the far end of the railway. Honestly, I suppose words are woefully insufficient in the face of such majesty. Glad to hear you think so. Horses. Are you saying we'll travel to the settlement on horseback? Lines are way too vast to cover on any reasonable length of time on foot. You'll be fine. You're a member of the riding club, and Rian and Lisa both have riding experience, right? Yeah, I think I can manage. I'm gonna back at home, so I should be okay as long as we aren't making any trick jumps or anything. I'm afraid I've never ridden on a horse before. No problem, you just hitch a ride on the back of someone else's horse. This would probably be the best choice considering the balance of weight. I can do that. Is all that alright with you, Emma? Yes, although I do feel a little nervous. Let's mount up at once then. Okay, now, steady now. Steady. This is a fine horse. Are you doing okay back there, Emma? Yes, I'm fine, I think. Make sure to hold on tight when we start moving. This should be a fun trip. They're all top quality horses raised here in the Highlands. At a good clip, you should be able to reach the settlement in under an hour. Oh, and before I forget, I'm sure guys won't have much need of this, but the rest of you should take a map of the Highlands. A map? Wow. Such a high level of detail. Looks as though the Army's surveying expertise is being put to good use. Indeed, I hope it will prove useful during your field study. Thank you very much, sir. Alright, that's about it for me. You should be heading out. May the blessing of the winds and the goddess be with you. Give my regards to the elder and Lacan. We will. Thank you for seeing us off, sir. If you'll excuse us then.
This is worlds apart from the bustle of the city.
It really is. I feel like I'm one with the wind. Indeed. But if you didn't go too fast, that would be great.
I'm sure it will feel natural in time. No doubt the riding club would be fuming with envy if they could see us now.
I'll bet.
Anyway, my home settlement is due northeast of here. Hopefully we'll be able to reach it before sundown.
Right.
Let's move.
Okay.
You're as excited as a child. I think I'm just caught up in the moment.
Yeah.
So which way do we go? Lands are so vast that it's surprisingly easy to lose your sense of direction. Sure, maybe it would help if I showed you a couple major landmarks to help you get your bearings. Or that way is Zender's Gate. That's where we set out from. Landmark over there is a triangular rock. It's sort of the centerpiece of this part of the Highlands. So massive. Farther away we can see it from, the better the landmark it will be. Oh, what's that building over to the left of it? Oh, it's a watchtower built by the Imperial Army in the southeastern part of the Highlands. Heard they built it to keep an eye on the Calvard Republic out to the east. That's an Imperial Army watchtower? Should come as no surprise that the Army would want a watchtower here. True, the Highlands border both Calvard and Erebonia, much like Crossbow. Yep, and finally, if you look towards those mountains, my home's out in that direction. Ah, gotcha. Let me take another look at the map. I have a better idea of where everything is now. Seems like we ought to keep this map handy until we're more familiar with the Highlands, though. Come to think of it, what are those stone pillars over there? Oh, no, they point to the mountains. Surprised I didn't notice them before. They seem man-made, or at the very least not the sort of construct nature would leave lying about. There are quite a few similar objects and structures scattered across the Highlands. Most folk thinks they're what remains of the Neolithic civilization that existed here over 1,000 years ago. Wow, that's pretty far back. So in that way, they're not dissimilar from the Animus ruins in Erebonia. Perhaps not. I'm surprised you're curious about them, but we should save that discussion for later. Right now we need to reach the settlement before sundown. Right. Okay, let's ride.
Yeah.
Whoa!
The sun's almost down.
Yeah.
We're almost at the settlement. Let's keep up the pace, guys.
Wow. So this is guys' home, huh? Even though I've never been here before, it feels nostalgic somehow. Indeed, the scenery makes me a little wistful for my own home. I won't say that again. Well, we don't actually stay in this area all year round. Sometime between summer and fall, we moved to another location farther to the north. I guess that's why they call you nomads, then. Is that why you live in those strange tent buildings? Yep, they're made with thick cloth and designed so that we can put them up and take them down pretty easily. Anyway, let me show you my home first. Then we go and greet the elder after. Bro! Oh, they're so cute. You finally came back. Welcome home. We missed you. Hey, Lily, Sheeta, I'm back. Good to see you looking well too, Toma. I'm glad you made it back safe. It's good to see you, bro. Thanks. Aw, they really seem to love him. Yeah, watching him makes me wish I had a little brother or sister of my own. It does. Oh, hey, are these people you wrote about in your letters? They are indeed. The illustrious, industrious, Class 7. It's nice to meet you. Guy's brother, Toma. These are our sisters, Sheeta and Lily. It's nice to meet you. Are you bros friends? Sure are. It's good to meet you too. I'm Rian. I'm Melissa, and it's lovely to meet you. You're also cute. I'm Emma. Eustace Albure. I'm honored. Wow, they all seem so Erebonian. I'm glad to see you've been blessed with such wonderful friends. Dad, Mom, I'm home. Welcome home, Gaius. It's a pleasure to finally meet you all. I'm Gaius' mother, Fatma. His mother? But you look so young. Flattery will get you everywhere. I'm Gaius' father, Lacan Warzel. I'm very glad to meet you, my son's friends and schoolmates. Pleasure is all ours. Likewise. I've prepared a place for all of you to stay while you're our guests. There's much to discuss, of course, but you should drop off your belongings there first. It'll soon be sundown. Come to my home and share in our evening meal. This is delicious. How do you get it to taste so good? We season the pheasant meat with the herbs and rock salt, then wrap and cook it. It's made so the taste was Highlander, so I wasn't sure if you Erebonians would like it. All I say is I'll be wanting seconds soon. These grilled skewers are really good too. They've got this deep, rich flavor. Oh, those are kebabs. We just stick some lamb meat on a skewer and grill it. The food here is exquisite. I've never tasted its like. I'm so sorry that the rest of our class isn't here to enjoy it. I'm glad you think so. Here I was worrying that the taste might not agree with you. Everyone loves Mommy's cooking. No doubt you're all tired from your long journey. Nordic cuisine is effective at easing fatigue. That's important when you travel as much as we do. I can see why. I already feel a little more relaxed. Maybe I should get those recipes so I can teach them to Sharon. Try some of this tea, too. I make it with local herbs. It's supposed to be good for digestion. Oh, thank you. I think I will. It's a very gentle taste. Land of Nord is nothing if not a free country. I have no doubt your time here will make for a very unique experience. Though, not without inconveniences here and there. Still, these highlands have plenty of history with your own homeland. Are you referring to the story of Emperor Dracos? I've been learning in class how during the War of the Lions he first started gathering his army here in Nord. That's right. Tales of Emperor Dracos' exploits are passed down here in Nord too. After the war ended, he became Emperor of Erebonia and swore eternal friendship with the people of Nord. That friendship is held strong to this day, and I pray it will continue far into the future. I see. While the people of Nord are not counted as true Erebonians, they are still regarded as our close neighbors and allies. That's about how it shakes out, though recently the Calvard Republic has been creeping into the southeastern highlands and trying to cultivate good relations with the people there. But the Republic's forays into the highlands have certainly created some tension. The Empire and the Republic are old foes, after all. Thankfully, we managed to avoid any armed conflicts in the last few years. Although, politically and economically, relations between the two are only growing worse. It seems likely that simmering conflict is what led to that incident in Crossbill last month. No doubt an outgrowth of the ongoing conflict in pro-Calvardian and pro-Erebonian forces and their governments, so it seems. Be that as it may, to both countries, Nord is a remote region of relatively little importance. There's a military presence in the Highlands. That's not something you should have to worry about during your stay. Just try to focus on your field study while you're here. We'll do what we can. You must be the one who chose our task for this month's field study, right? Indeed, I did. Though the hours are already late, I'll give you your tasks in the morning. As for the area you'll cover in your study, I think we'll always focus on the southwestern plains tomorrow morning. The southwest, Across that area in our trek here today, I believe. Yeah, the Highlands are a vast, wide open space. They extend well past the northern end of the settlement too, but let's just start with the southwestern plains. Sounds good to me. So everything we got on the agenda for tomorrow will be in the southwest? Exactly. Try to be back at the settlement around noon, guys. I'll give you the remaining tasks after our midday meal. Got it, Dad. Anyway, here I'm talking you off when I should be letting you get some rest after your long day. We rise before the sun here, so sleep well. Morning will come sooner than you think. The place prepared for you has beds ready. Can you show them the way, Gaius? Sure thing. I want to show them the way too. Me too. Come on, I'm sure Bro can handle it on his own. Thank you so much for the meal. Good night, everyone. Sorry, I know you guys probably would have preferred separate rooms, but this is what we've got. Oh, don't worry about it. Regan and Eustace are both gentlemen after all. We have nothing to worry about. But of course. Thanks, Gaius. We'll be staying over here, or you'll be staying over at your family's place then. My sisters both insist on it. I couldn't turn them down. What about afraid if I come in and wake you guys up at sunrise? Yeah, that sounds fine. I think I'm going to fall asleep the moment my head hits the pillow. By all means, get your beauty sleep. Alright, pleasant dreams, everyone. Good night, Gaius. He's quite the fortunate man. I thought the same thing while we were eating dinner. He's got those adorable siblings, two parents who really care about him. I can see where Gaius gets his calm and level-headed personality. Part of a caring family growing up side by side with nature like this. It's like he couldn't have turned out any other way. True enough. Anyway, it sounds like we've got an agonizingly early wake-up call coming our way. We should get some sleep. No objection for me. I'm exhausted. I feel like I'm going to fall asleep on my feet at this rate. Well, let's get dressed for bed and turn off the lights.
Where am I? Oh, right. Nord Highlands. I feel surprisingly energetic. Maybe it's the clean air or that great food we had yesterday. I wonder if Master Ka-Fai trained out in the wilderness like this.
You're up early, Reen.
Morning, guys. Whoa, hold on. Why are you dressed like that?
Oh, I was just helping put the sheep out to pasture. They should almost be done fixing the morning meal now.
Okay, I guess we should wake up the others then. Eustace, Elisa, Emma.
Rise and shine, everyone. It's officially the crack of dawn.
Where am I?
Are those sheep? Glasses. Glasses.
You guys.
I suppose none of you are used to waking up quite this early.
This is delicious. I concur. Is it a kind of milk porridge? Well, I guess we make it with the sheep's milk and salt-cured meat. Sheet and Lily made it fresh for you themselves. Yeah, I helped. Well, that young and you're already better cooks than me. I really need to get this recipe from you two. Okay, well, first thing you do is... Your friends all seem like such nice people. I'd say the ones that bless you with their guidance. I think so too. Okay, let me give you this. Let's see, we'll be helping gather some medicinal herbs. No, there's even a request from Zendergate. And it looks like we've chosen tasks that will help us become familiar with the Highlands. And that's the idea. I put a lot of thought into choosing tasks that would give you a nice, sweeping overview of life here. As I said yesterday, you should be able to complete all these quests in the southwestern reaches of the Highlands. Understood. Thanks again. Alright, we've got work to do. So we need to finish all these tasks and return here by noon? Yep, we'll be having lunch back here in the settlement. Also, I wouldn't recommend leaving the settlement without a horse. The Highlands are vast. I'd hate if any of you got lost or collapsed out there because you headed out on foot. And that's true. Best pay heed to where we're going. May the blessing of the winds and the goddess be with you. Take care, everyone. Okay. And that's where we're going to save and end for the night. I'd like to thank you all for joining us here this evening. We'll be back tomorrow. Till then, let's take a look and see who's out there to raid. We'll go with a fellow colony member who's playing Resident Evil 4 crowd control, it looks like.
Right.
So let's go /raid.
Right.
Let me move over, go ahead and copy and paste this into the chat. Again, thank you everyone. See you tomorrow. Till then, have a wonderful rest of your night.
Right. 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 Right.